going on, guys? So today we're back with another Pokemon Masters video, and today we're actually going to be going through and pretty much taking a look at the new sync grid that just dropped today with the grass type training event. There were two that were dropped today. We're going to go over one now, and then we're going to go over one a little bit later today. But first off, we have to go over Rosa. I mean, this chick is like the bee's knees. Well, she used to be, at least. When the game first launched, she was just like absolutely have to have on every freaking team. She's still really good, and I'm hoping that this sync grid will make her even better in some regards. So, since I am recording this before these sync grids actually come out, we are going to switch over and use that handy dandy tool that we've been using. We used it for Claire and for Kingdra as well, so let's go ahead and flop over there really quick. So as you can see here, we do have Serperior's sync grid, so this is kind of hard to see, but I'm sure we can actually read stuff as it pops up. Perfect. So apparently the guys that developed this have been working on some UI design, which is great. I actually really like this. Before it was kind of a little hard to scroll around on the screen, and it was a little janky, but it worked, and now it's just even better. So let's actually go ahead and first thing I will explain, I mean, I say this every video, but I look at these things in terms of 4 quadrants. You have your top left, you have your top right, you have your bottom left, and your bottom right. I just tend to look at it that way. We usually start top left, work our way down to the bottom right, so left to right, top to bottom. And we just kind of go over each and every tile, kind of figuring out exactly what the sync pair has to offer, and then kind of go over a build towards the end of the video. So let's go ahead. First thing, of course, that we always look at is this center little hexagon here. So we have a speed +5, HP +10, special attack +5, defense +5, special attack +5, special defense +5. Pretty standard stuff. Nothing too crazy. I mean, we get more special attack than we do our defense, which I would have liked to see even more special defense on top of Rosa and Serperior's insane special defense already, but hey, it's all good. So, starting out in the top left-hand corner, we do have Energy Ball on a roll, which raises the chance of lowering stat values with the additional effects. So we get the extra little buff off of Energy Ball there, which is kind of cool. We do have some special defense, HP, and more defense, which is all good. We do have a Giga Drain power +3, which is fine. And then we do have a Solar Flare 5, which powers up sync moves when the weather is sunny. Now, I'm not exactly sure which one of these are going to be locked behind level 2 yet, but we're just going to kind of go over each and individual tile in general. And some of these, like we're getting ready to go over Solar Shield. You can see it says requires level 3 sync there at the very bottom. That's because it's going to require a level 3 sync move, and we are assuming that we're only going to get to level 2 after the grass type training event drops, so we're just going to kind of try to keep that in mind. We also do have Speeding Sun 2, which is going to actually boost up your speed when the weather is sunny, if I'm not mistaken. Solar Shield, by the name of it, sounds like it's going to boost up the defenses. I can double check on that. No, Solar Shield is actually for the Pokemon is not affected by status conditions when the weather is sunny. Holy cow, that's even better. Okay, so moving on to the top right hand, we do have special attack +5, and then you can see we do have a bunch of power. So Energy Ball power, Giga Drain, and Giga Drain there. We do have special attack +10, special defense +10, and we do actually have a Giga Drain move gauge refresh 3, which is actually good because that thing is going to cost 3 bars to fire, and it'd be great if you got one of them back. So I would be okay with that. We do also have another Energy Ball power up there and a Energy Ball move gauge refresh 3. Both of those are locked behind level 3. I'm going to go ahead and select that. Of course, we do have our sync move power +25 as always. I really consider those like in the center. I don't really consider them part of one of the quadrants. But moving on to the bottom left hand side, we do have defense, special defense. We have an Energy Ball +4, Power Flux 5, which the fuller the move gauge, the more this powers up moves. Kind of interesting. I'm pretty sure we already have that as a passive. I think somebody has that. If I don't, can I please edit this out? Thank you. We also do have speed plus 10, special attack plus 20, a special defense plus 10 as well. And then down here at the level 3 stuff, Giga Drain Master Healer 2, which is going to increase the amount of HP restored whenever using healing type moves, which is fine. Solar Flare 5, powers up sync move when the weather is sunny. Actually really cool. Then, of course, we do have the sync move there. In the bottom right-hand side, we do have a defense to start with. We have Giga Drain plus 3, Energy Ball plus 4, X Special Attack All, MP Refresh 2. I like that because always having the chance to get an extra move point out of a trainer move is amazing. Speed plus 10, HP plus 10. Time to Energize, same thing, MP Refresh 2, still amazing. We have another Time to Energize. And then, oh my god, Time to Energize Selfless. Makes opponents target the user for a short time when the move is successful in a pinch. Okay, I guess that could be kind of cool. Like if, well, I mean, Rosa's already going to be super tanky anyways. And if you could take the heat off of someone in co-op, I guess that would kind of be cool. But it also has to be in a pinch. And when it's successful, I mean, it's a trainer move, so it's not going to be that hard to make it successful, but that's going to be kind of interesting. I could see that working out in some scenarios. I'm personally not a huge fan. I probably won't ever buy that. Probably not going to be my cup of tea. We do have On the Ropes 3, which reduces damage when the Pokemon is in a pinch and is hit by a physical attack. That is going to require level 3. And X Special Attack MP Refresh 2. We do have 2 of those, which is cool. We have 2 on X Special Attack and 2 on Time to Energize. So, all in all, there's a ton of stuff that Rosa actually has access to here. Most of the move powers are kind of spread out in that top right-hand quadrant. There's a sprinkle of it in the top left, a sprinkle of it in the bottom right, and then just a smidge down in the bottom right. Wait, did I say that right? Top left, bottom right. Sorry. So, what I do like is there are a ton of stat increases, which are crazy good. I could see in some circumstances if you wanted to just buff up the stats on Serperior even higher than they already are, it would actually be a pretty interesting sync pair to do that with. Just in general, there's actually some interesting stuff going on here. So, as far as a build that I wanted to talk about, so just disclaimer, as before, I don't come up with these builds. These are builds that I have found on Reddit, and I just generally like the idea of the build, and I think that it would be interesting to look at / build. I probably will go with the build that we talk about today. We only have one, and considering that Rosa hasn't technically been released as of recording this video, that's not too surprising. Maybe some more builds will show up. Maybe we can get an offensive build, which would be kind of cool, but this build in particular is kind of focusing on buff and debuffing chances, which is kind of cool. I mean, it almost makes Serperior more of like a super bulky tech / support, which could be kind of interesting. So, first things first, we are going to start with our center ring there. Moving into the top left-hand quadrant, we are going to get this Energy Ball on a roll 1, which of course is going to increase the lowering stat values with additional effects. We are going to get all of the stat increases here, so that special defense, the regular defense, the HP, and the regular defense there again. We're actually going to skip everything in the top right-hand quadrant, everything in the bottom left-hand quadrant, and then we're going to go pretty deep here. We're going to get a defense, we're going to get a Giga Drain power, which is good. We're going to get an X Special Attack MP Refresh, which is great, an HP plus 10 for even more bulk. We are going to get the Time to Energize Selflessness. So, there's only a few Pokemon in single player that really outbulk Serperior at this point. I would say in co-op I'd be okay with this. Maybe if you don't plan on using it too much in co-op, maybe you could opt out of that tile specifically. Go into the Time to Energize, MP refreshes on both of those. Those are both great. We do have 6 energy remaining and quite a few orbs remaining, so you could kind of go with some more special defense there. Maybe some defense there. Some special attack there. You can kind of spread it around just a little bit to where you feel comfortable. If you want to, well actually, instead of getting this special attack plus 5 right here, let's do this. Oh, we can't go deep enough. No, I was gonna say we go get the special attack plus 10, but we can't quite go that deep. So I don't know. There's a couple of different ways that you could kind of expand your stats a little bit right here. Maybe you want Giga Drain to do a little bit more damage, which would be fine. Just kind of depends on which direction you really want to take it. I guess you could do a speed right there, have 1 energy remaining. Just some kind of different options. If you didn't want the... Well, so what if you actually go this direction? Yeah, and you get 2 Giga Drain boosts, so you get even more out of Giga Drain there. So that would actually be kind of cool. I would enjoy that pretty well. I always like Giga Drain. I always feel like Giga Drain doesn't do enough damage, but it kind of heals you. It's supposed to be that give and take a little bit, but yeah, that's pretty much the idea of the build. Give yourself a little bit extra stat buffs, pretty much, and then power up Giga Drain just a little bit. Power up just the ability to inflict some extra damage here and there. Give yourself some extra MP out of your trainer moves, and possibly by utilizing that energy ball on a roll, raise the chance of lowering stats with additional effects. I kind of think that would be pretty interesting. So that is actually going to be it for Rosa and Serperior's Sync Grid. Do you guys have any builds in mind? Do you like the build that I showed off? If you do, definitely let me know. If you don't, I'd love to know what direction you plan on taking Rosa and Serperior. We are going to do a quick Sync Pair Scout here. As always, I am addicted. I do one every video. It's hard for me to accept my addiction, but we're going to do it. So on the count of 3, we're going to go. If you want to follow along, 1, 2, 3. So no flashy animation on the Kukui banner here. Do we get a decent antenna? Give me the antenna. No, nope. No 4-star antenna there. Kind of doors though. Just regular doors. It is a Crash or Wake, which is kind of cool. I like Crash or Wake. I really like Floatzel. But yeah. Anyways, that is actually going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for watching. As always, remember, if you want to join the Discord, it's actually linked down in the description below. Also down there are links to YouTube memberships and Patreon, if those are your thing. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and head out, but I will catch you in the next video.